Welcome to World Golf Tour on Twitch. Today we're going to be looking at the WGT program, which many say is the best golf simulator you can find. And today's course is going to be at Marion. This is just going to be a simple 9-hole, 1 shot per hole, closest to the hole. And going to be breaking in a new set of Nike VR forged irons. Let's go over some of the unique features of the World Golf Tour program. It is extremely user-friendly. You can determine the amount of power for each shot simply by moving the slider bar, and then once you let go of it, you simply hit when the green bar gets to the center point. There's club selection. You can determine some of the clubs yourself as to how many wedges you have, of course the normal complement of irons, as well as the driver and 3-wood. There are also several different types of balls available. Speaking of that, if you want to put backspin or forward spin on a ball, you can do so. There's also a windage indicator. And in order to line up your shot the best you can, there are several different views of the green you can take. This is a reverse view, and you'll notice the wind direction changes depending on where you're at. So in this case, since the wind's coming from the left, we'll move our slider bar over a little bit and make a club selection. The wind's going to be helping us out, so just give it a tiny bit of forward roll and see how well it works. You don't have to hit the center point perfectly. You can still get a very good shot, which, if I must say, that was. And we'll move on to the next hole. Now, while you're playing this, you are actually in a contest, and whether that matters or not is entirely up to you. But for instance, at this time, and this is a monthly contest, the current leader has a score of 36, which means they were an average of 4 feet from the pin on all 9 holes. Needless to say, that is excellent. So let's take our second shot and see what happens here. And if you do hit a perfect shot, it will tell you so. Not doing too bad so far. And the ability to switch quickly between different views is extremely helpful in lining up shots. And this is one of the things that makes WGT a superior program in that sense. And hopefully we'll hit this one right, which I didn't. The good news is you just move on to the next hole and put the last bad shot behind you. And let's see how we do with our long iron. Not too bad. And on some of the holes, if you want to see exactly what kind of slope there is on the green, the advantage is you can pick any one of the closer in shots, and then when you click on the arrow, it gives you the slope. And you'll notice blue is high, red is low, and orange is even lower. So that tells you if you're hitting into a green, how much, not only is the windage important, but how much you have to allow for the slope of the green as well. Since we have a pretty prevalent wind here, we'll go almost a full shot. And hopefully that'll be pretty close. And it is. The other nice thing about WGT is if you want to upgrade to various clubs, you can, or you can play with the standard clubs. Of course, it is a free program. You start off as an amateur and go through 7 ranks and work your way up to Tour Legend. And let's see how we do on this one. Once again, you don't have to hit a perfect shot each time. You can still get pretty close. You'll notice that the golfer is wearing the traditional Tiger Woods black and red outfit. And that's primarily because, just like Tiger, sometimes you're good and sometimes you're not so good. And the nice thing about the closest to the hole is when you're done with it, you will instantly see where you are with respect to everyone else. And not doing too bad so far. This, I would call this average. And here's the last hole. And again, it gives you good experience with every single club in your bag on the iron side anyway. And from different places in the fairway, whether it's light rough, heavy rough, or in this case, mild rough. And once you're done, you can see right away where you fit in. Now, I had a lower previous score, and to find out exactly where you sit, you just click on the leaderboard. Your score will always show up at the bottom, and it'll show you the score that you need to get in order to gain first place. So that was a quick tour of the closest to the hole on World Golf Tour. Highly recommended program. And after trying many different golf simulators, this is the most intuitive and easiest to use. So good luck golfing, and we'll see you online.